Hey YouTube, it's been a while, but I'm back with another video. The video that I'm going to talk about today is just so fucking annoying. Like, the video literally frustrated me, it irritated me, it annoyed the fuck out of me. We've seen this situation time and time again. White people and their entitlement. Scratch that, let me repeat. Racist white people, prejudiced white people and their entitlement. They feel like they own everything. They feel like they dictate everything, and that they put themselves in this position of authority. Um, and with the current administration that we're under and everything that's going on right now, white people have really just been showing the fuck out and are being just bold as fuck. Like, the shit that I'm seeing really blows my mind. It shouldn't blow my mind because I knew that this shit existed. Discrimination is real. Racism is real. Prejudiceness is real, if that's a word. People will judge you mainly off of your skin color, but it's not even just your skin color. If you're someone who doesn't look a certain way, or you don't meet certain stereotypical appearances of someone who may have money or may have um I don't know, class, or whatever you want to call it. If you're someone who is black or brown, Hispanic, if you're someone who looks like you don't have a lot of money or you don't come from a wealthy family, there are people who will pretty much decide who you are based off of your appearance alone. They will already have a preconceived idea of who you are, where you come from, what you do, and what your personality is, strictly based off of how you look. And that's obvious. I mean, that's something normal. We all do it. We all look at somebody and we think and we have an idea of who they are. But the difference between normal people and racist people, not even all racist people, but people who are bold as fuck, like people who are just bold, they will act out their perception of you. Like, without knowing who you really are, they will act out on their thoughts of you. Like, it's one thing to think something about someone, it's another thing to address them, how you perceive them. Because, like they say, you should not judge a book by its cover. So just because someone doesn't look a certain way, it does not mean that they are who you think they are, especially if you don't get to know them first. But anyway, let's get back to the video. Like I said, this video irritated the shit out of me. And it again, it's not our first time seeing some shit like this. We've seen it with Barbecue Becky. We've seen it with that bitch who called the police on that little girl for selling water outside. We've seen it with that white girl who followed that man to his apartment because she didn't think he really lived there. And we've seen this time and time again, not just on video, but this shit happens all the fucking time. And it is being recorded and it is being posted online so that we're reminded of how real this shit is and how frequent this shit is happening. But the shit just annoys the living fuck out of me. Let me explain what happened in this fucking video. It's pretty much the same fucking story that we've heard time and time again. This man is entering a Manhattan apartment building to visit his aunt. According to him, he has his two young children with him. I believe he said one of them is only 6. And this white lady is blocking them from entering the building, like using her body to block them from the building, telling them to get away, go away, asking them who they're there to see, what floor she's on, what's her address, what's her name. And this lady does not own the fucking building. She's not a manager. She's not even a fucking employee. But she feels so entitled to know these people's business because she supposedly lives there. So because she lives in that building, she feels like she's entitled to know who these people were visiting. And this man explained himself. He really explained himself to this woman. Now, I don't know what happened prior to them recording. I don't know if he just told her to mind her fucking business. He was going to do what he had to do. And then after she kept asking him, that's when he finally said, I'm going to visit my aunt. But I'm just basing my reaction off of the video that I saw. So this man is telling her that he's visiting his aunt who lives on the 2nd floor. and he doesn't have to tell her her name or anything like that, which is fucking true. But this bitch is still insisting that he tells her who she's going to visit because she knows everybody in the building and he knows that she doesn't know anybody there. And this woman is completely traumatizing these kids, these small kids who don't understand why this shit is happening to them. I mean, I'm sure their father may have spoken to them about, discrimination and racism, but it's one thing to talk about something, it's another thing to experience it. So I'm sure this situation may have an effect on them for a very long time, especially since it's going to be all over the internet. So this bitch literally calls the fucking police on this man and his 2 kids. And they're outside, and the daughter, or it was one of the kids, asked her, well, ma'am, are you the manager? And this bitch gonna tell the little girl, or one of the, I don't know which kid asked, but she's gonna tell the little girl, it doesn't matter that I'm not the manager. One day when you walk into a building like that, somebody's gonna hurt you. She said that to his daughter. She said that to one of his kids, and that man didn't do shit. Like, he told her not to talk to his kids. He told the daughter not to tell her anything. But the fact that this woman disrespected you in front of your kids, the fact that this woman disrespected your kids, and he didn't, I don't know, like, this is the type of patience that I wish I had. But then again, do I really want that type of patience that's going to allow me to be disrespected in front of my children, that's going to allow this woman to pretty much ruin the course of my fucking day? Do I want that much fucking patience? I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all watch the video. Let me see. I want to see if the emotions that it caused me will have an effect on y'all. I just want to see y'all reaction. I just want y'all to see this video and just see if you understand where I'm coming from. So this man's name is Alfredo Sandoval. He recorded the whole thing because that's what we do nowadays. We record every fucking thing. Anytime something is happening, we record the shit. So he records what the fuck happened. Let me show y'all.
For my aunt. You're
lying.
Not the owner. I'm knocking on her door right now. Come.
Who is she?
She's on the
just
second
floor.
floor.
Just say her name.
She's on the second floor.
Then get your foot out of here before I'll call the police.
Call the police.
Then step out.
Call
step out of the building.
No.
Step out.
My aunt lives on the second floor.
Who's your aunt?
They've been living here for 60 years.
Who is your aunt?
You're not the owner of this building.
That doesn't have anything to do with anything.
You're doing this in front of my young kids. Why are you doing this?
You're doing it in front of the kids. You don't live here, and I'm asking you who your aunt is. Who's your great aunt, honey?
Don't.
Who's your
it doesn't
great
matter.
aunt?
It doesn't matter.
Step out.
Look at my kids.
Step out of here now.
No.
Oh, call. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here right now. Who's your aunt? Who's your aunt?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. It matters.
It doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. There's a guy who won't get out of our building. He's
my aunt lives
holding
here.
the door
My
open
aunt
and he won't
lives here.
step out. Then step outside until
I'm not.
240 East 4th Street.
I'm not.
In Manhattan. It's in the corner of 4th and... What are you here for?
For my aunt.
240 East 4th Street.
I'm not.
In Manhattan. It's in the corner of 4th and B. And he will not leave the premises. He won't tell me who he's here for. And he's
I'm on the second floor. My aunt, it's on the second floor.
Then tell me who it is.
No.
Pardon me?
Why? Why should I tell you? Who are you?
240 East 4th Street.
I'm going to visit my aunt.
Yes, thank you. In Manhattan, the corner of Avenue B. All he has to do is tell me who his aunt is. Because
I do not. You're no one. No.
I
do
here,
not have
sir.
to tell you anything.
She lives on the second floor? I
Yes.
doubt it. I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it.
He's
Step back,
right on the
sir.
second floor.
Step back.
No.
I know everyone in the building,
Okay.
sir. Step back.
Okay.
There's been a lot of theft.
No, I'm not a thief.
Pardon me?
I haven't done
say
anything.
Hispanic, but I'm not really sure. And he won't tell me what apartments he is. There's been thieves in this.
I'm not a thief.
He's wearing a hat with the ESPN hat on. He's wearing
And with my
glasses.
2 young kids.
He's with his 2 young kids, but I don't know. 240 East 4th Street.
4th Street.
See, you don't
This
even
lady.
know the number. You don't even know the apartment you were going to.
Whatever, lady.
You know nothing. You know nothing because your pride has kept you all away from life forever, and now you're putting it onto your children. Very simple.
4th Street.
See, you don't
This
even
lady.
know the
Visiting family
What do you
members.
mean it's not my building?
It's
Oh
not
my
your
God.
business. Mind your business.
Oh my God.
Are you the manager?
It doesn't
She's
make a
not.
difference, honey.
She-
I live here.
Don't talk to this
And
lady.
when you
Don't
get
talk to
older
this
and
lady.
You're going into an apartment.
No,
Someone hurt you.
you don't
very
have to
badly or
tell.
steal
Don't
things.
you don't have to
You
tell
don't-
this lady.
Yes,
She's.
you do.
Don't talk to this lady. Don't talk to this lady. She's nasty.
You're not nasty.
You're nasty.
If you
You're
won't
nasty.
say, you
You're a
can't even
racist,
name the
nasty
apartment
lady.
you were going to because
You're a
you
nasty,
didn't even
racist
know
lady.
what to buzz.
You're a
sir.
nasty, racist lady.
No, I'm not. You can say all you want.
Visiting family
What do you
members.
mean it's not?
This is what racism is in
It's
America.
not racism, sir.
This lady.
Get her out.
Yes.
This is what
Get
you're
away.
this is what you're
Get-
teaching
be
your children,
quiet.
that instead of being polite
I
and saying
have
where you're
video of
visiting-
you not letting me in this building,
because you don't live here. You
asking me who I am,
Yeah.
and it's none of your business. I'm visiting
It is.
family.
Where you're born.
This lady's
raised.
racist. This said it on
You
video.
don't
I'm a
know-
Hispanic. All right.
She asked me on the phone.
Whatever.
She asked me on the
Your
phone.
profile, and you're saying
She
there's
asked
thieves
me
here?
on the phone.
Get away from me, lady.
And that means
You
that
don't
you
even
said
know
Don't
the
say-
next.
no le
What's your
diga
dad's
nada.
last name?
No le
Because
diga
your
nada.
daddy clearly doesn't
No le
know
diga
it.
nada.
Your daddy
No le
clearly
diga nada.
doesn't know your last name.
No le diga nada.
Oh,
Don't talk
like
to this
I-
Yes,
lady.
he does.
Be quiet.
Really?
Don't say nothing to this lady.
Because she doesn't know it. 'cause you
It's
guys
not your business. It's none of your business. I'm
don't even
Hispanic.
know the name of.
You're so
For
nasty.
what? For what? For you trying to get into some place
No,
using
I'm
false
visiting
pretenses?
family.
You're not visiting family.
Yes, I
Your
am.
family doesn't live there.
Yes, they do.
Your family doesn't live there.
For over 60 years.
Well, honey, you
Don't
can
listen
leave
to
because you don't live here either. So
Be
why
quiet,
don't you
lady.
guys
Don't
walk
talk to
away?
my kids like that.
I'm not
Don't talk to my kids. Don't talk to my
Don't call
kids.
me a name,
He's a
sir.
6-year-old kid.
on the video for what? Go ahead and put it on YouTube, sir. Your name's going to get smeared all over. And so are all the
You're gonna
pictures.
be.
Yeah, I'll wait for it, please.
So y'all just saw that bullshit. Now you can understand like why I was so fucking irritated. The entitlement of this woman to demand to know where this man was going, who he was seeing, to demand the apartment number, to tell him that he's lying, that he doesn't know anybody in there, that he doesn't have family in there. It just shows you how fucking entitled and privileged these people are. And I guess what irritated me the most is that I just felt like he didn't do enough. And that can be taken two ways. So on one hand, you know, when you're a person of color, especially when you're a man, or especially when you're black or you are a man of color, any type of quote unquote aggression or anything like that, even if it's not real aggression, that could land you in jail. So plus he had his kids with him. So I can kind of understand why he really restrained himself. He didn't want to make too much of a scene in front of his kids. I can kind of understand where he was coming from. However, in my opinion, he let that woman run him. If I were in that situation, I would have walked right past her ass. I wouldn't have said shit to her. The moment she asked me where I was going, I would have said, "Who are you?" And if you're not the manager, if you're not an employee, if you're not the owner of the fucking building, I'm not telling you shit. I'm not telling you who I came to see. I'm not telling you what floor they're on. I'm not telling you a goddamn thing because it's none of your fucking business. That's what's wrong with white people. Let me stop. That's what's wrong with racist white people these days. Always in somebody's fucking business. Now I understand that things happen, okay? I lived in a bad neighborhood once upon a time. I was robbed twice. We were robbed. My family's house was robbed twice in this really bad neighborhood that we lived in. So I understand being suspicious and alert. I get it. Okay? But if you truly feel something was wrong, if you truly felt threatened, are you going to follow someone to their apartment room? Are you going to stand there and have a long ass conversation with them? Or are you going to call the fucking police from an area where you're not near them, where you're safe? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this woman was truly felt threatened, just like that other bitch in that other apartment or that bitch at the fucking barbecue, if they truly felt like a crime was being committed, if they truly felt unsafe, there was no fucking way that they would have had that close of an encounter with them. There was no fucking way that they would have followed them to their apartment or blocked them from getting into the apartment. That was not someone looking out for their building. That was not someone fearful that a crime was about to be committed. That was someone who was just fucking racist, who didn't like people of color, and she did not want them anywhere near her fucking building. Did you see how she was talking to him? You get out of here. Get out of here. Go away. This man has 2 small children with him. And you say that there are fucking thieves and thefts happening in your building? Who the fuck goes into an apartment with 2 small children to rob somebody's apartment? Like, there was no fucking way she really thought that this man was going to rob anybody with 2 small fucking kids. And if you look at this man's Instagram, now I'm not going to say that people who don't dress like this aren't good people. I'm not going to say that people who wear, baggy jeans and, hoodies and stuff like that, I'm not saying that those people are more capable of committing a crime. I'm just saying that this lady is acting off of, profiling. She's definitely profiling him. Looking at this man, when we're talking about the stereotypical robber or someone who might commit a crime, they're not walking around looking like this typically, or that's not what we picture. A criminal looks like anybody. A saint looks like anybody. But I'm saying, since this woman is clearly, she's acting off of profiling. Does this man look like somebody? Do you think she really thinks that this man looks like somebody who would go in and rob one of those apartments? Like, come on, lady. This man has 2 small fucking children with him. You really thought he was about to go into your building and rob somebody? Like I said, I'm tired of it. There's 2 sides to it. One, I understand recording it and posting it to the internet. It raises awareness. It helps in some cases. It kind of helps these people face their consequences, but then again, sometimes it doesn't. There are 2 things that happen to these people when you expose them. One, sometimes they lose their job. Sometimes, obviously they're going to face the public backlash. But then the other thing that can happen is that all these fucking racist organizations, all these racist ass people are setting up GoFundMe accounts for these people. And these people are getting hundreds of thousands of dollars for being fucking racist. So there are 2 things that happen when you post this shit to the fucking internet. Another thing that fucking annoys me is that we are so fucking quick to pull out a phone and record. And there was another video. This black lady in a store. This white man came up to her and was being really racist, calling her all types of niggers and all this shit. You know that this black woman pulled out her phone and started crying because this white man was calling her a nigger. And while he's calling her a nigger and while she's crying, he's laughing at her. And in my mind, I'm thinking, like, why the fuck is this bitch crying? If that was a black man that came up to you and disrespected you, if that was another black woman that came up to you and disrespected you, would you have pulled out your phone and started crying, or would you have cussed their asses out? Why is it that when a white person does something, all of a sudden we lose all of our confidence in ourselves, we lose all of the power within ourselves, and we just revert to being victims? And I get it. I get it. I mean, there are so many reasons why we restrain ourselves when it comes to white people. These people can get you put in jail. These people can really cause harm to you in some type of ways. Like, a white woman's tears is one of the most powerful things in the United States. But where is your self-pride? Where is your dignity? Where's your integrity? Especially in front of your children. Kids, this lady is crazy. She's racist. She's profiling us. We don't owe her any explanation as to why we're here. We're about to walk past her, and if she touches one of y'all, I will defend y'all if I need to. But what we're going to do is we're going to walk past this crazy lady. We don't owe her a damn thing because she does not own this building. I would have walked right past that lady with my children and went about my fucking day. I wouldn't have explained shit to her. And she can call the fucking police, but she's going to look like a dumbass when the police get there and I haven't done shit wrong. I'm just so torn about black people and people of color so quick to pull out a phone to start recording and crying and acting like victims when we know damn well if that was another person of color, we would have cussed them out in a heartbeat. That's one thing about people of color and black people that just really irritate me. It's like when white people do something, we just automatically take this stance of inferiority. Like we automatically take this stance of, just putting ourselves down or taking our own power away from ourselves. That man did not have to. I don't know. I guess I'm just so tired of seeing this situation play out the exact same way every single time. These people will not stop doing what they're doing if y'all keep letting them get away with it. I'm not saying beat their ass. I'm not even saying cuss them out. I'm not saying yell at them. I'm saying stand your fucking ground the same way they let George Zimmerman stand his fucking ground, the same way they let these fucking cops stand their fucking ground. You stand your fucking ground. Quit letting these people take your fucking power away from you. Quit letting these people make you feel like you got to answer when you're not doing shit wrong. This lady does not own the building. She don't do shit. Don't tell her shit. Walk past her ass. And if the bitch is still in your way, move her out your way. Or you call the police on her. This lady is all in your personal space. You don't know what this lady could do. She could pull out a knife. She could pull out pepper spray. She could have done anything. Call the police and tell them that you're being harassed. Call the police and tell them that this crazy lady is following you around and she has no right to do so. I just don't understand. I don't know. I get it, pulling out the phone, raising awareness, getting these people exposed. But again, when you expose people like this, there's also that second part to it where these people have the potential of getting hundreds of thousands of dollars from racist donators. I don't know. I'm just so tired of seeing people just play victim, knowing damn well if it was someone of their own race, they wouldn't have reacted that way. Like, we'd be so quick to bow down to white people, forgive white people, play victim with white people. But when it comes to our own, I don't know. Either way, this woman is disgusting. Like I said, if she was really scared, none of that shit would have went down because she would have called the police from her fucking unit. She would not have stuck around and followed those people and blocked them from entering the building if she was really fucking scared. And she knew damn well that man was not there to steal when he has two small children with him. Like, come on, lady. She was being racist as fuck. And I was just so disgusted by the video. Again, I kind of understand where the father was coming from. He has his two small children with him. I'm sure he doesn't want them to see him act out or act crazy. I just personally would have handled that a different way. But again, either way, he said a lot of people have been supportive to him and a lot of corporations have reached out to him. So, and again, I just really feel bad for those kids, those beautiful, innocent children who had to witness some bullshit like that and not really understanding why. This shit is just getting old. It's stupid as fuck, and I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of seeing it. I'm just tired of it. So that's my opinion. It is what it is. I said what I said. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but a lot of people are also going to agree with me. How do y'all feel about, black people and people of color, pulling out the phones to record instead of actually standing their ground and taking up for themselves? How do y'all feel about that? It is what it is. Either way, the person in the wrong is this evil ass, racist ass, dumbass old white bitch. And let me say this, I'm not racist. I don't hate white people. I do hate racist people. I wish that all these fucking racist people can go to a fucking island and starve. Like, they just make everything so much harder for every fucking body. Like, you would be a lot less stressed out. You would be a lot less angry. The world would be much, much better place if we didn't have racism. I'm so tired of these racist ass people. Why do you choose to live that type of life? Who wants that type of burden over their fucking head? The fact that you gotta walk down the street and be angry because there are people of different races on the same street as you. Why choose that type of mindset? Why not embrace different people and learn about different cultures? And so when you walk down the street, you don't have to be angry. And I'm not saying let your guard down, because there's a lot of crazy shit happening. But use common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if this bitch was really scared, she would not have done what she did. She would have stayed in her fucking unit and called the police from the safety of her fucking home. Just like that other white bitch who followed that man to his apartment door. Just like that other white bitch that was messing with those people at that barbecue. If you really felt like a crime was being committed, you would not have been that close to them. You would not have been blocking their way. You would not have been following them. It's just some entitled ass, dumb ass, stupid ass, evil ass people. Anyway, that's it. I'm out.